Okay, so we are continuing our. I'm not going to pick up the giant book. I always do it every time. Maybe that's how I get my exercise, actually, right? I'll do it. Let's take a stretch. Continuing our Dungeon Crawl Classics campaign, as it would be, through the Thousand Islands. I had that one right. This is a little book. It's easy for me to get. Um, World, as we call it. And we are, or Nikki is with our characters, are traveling up the river first, and then recently you've been engaged in some exploration of the woods and the lands surrounding the ancient ruins that surround kind of the valley in which the river sits of the death rolled kingdoms. Um, Last session, you had discovered, well, you discovered it the session before, I guess, a set of stairs going down. And last session, you discovered it was a crypt of some sort and did a bit of exploring. And somehow Orin became a god. I think it's a little hazy, but yeah. So you could tell us about your characters and what's going on, and maybe a little bit about that, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yes, the last episode we went down into the crypt and we're doing pretty well. We did get slimed at one point and Yuna was petrified, so we had to take a night for her to get unpetrified. But Orin was nice and managed to drag her out with his diminishing strength so that she could come back to life. On returning to the crypt, we encountered a mummy, not a mommy, despite what people might have thought. And it it was very, very tough. It manhandled Yuna pretty well, but Orin cast his magic missile spell and was taken over by the memories of a dead god, and then cast a cleric spell that just electrified the mummy and blew it to pieces. And
Yeah,
Yuna
yeah.
managed to escape with her life, and he did not kill Yuna, although the god did send some sort of eldritch hound on a mission that we have no idea where it went.
Right. That's correct. There is a hound. All right.
But along the
Now,
way,
yeah.
I got an elven cloak and many other treasures. So
Oh, yeah, you
it
got a nice
was
treasure.
a good day all around.
That's the truth.
And now we
Oh,
probably have to take some time because Yuna is fairly hurt. So we probably have to wait a second before we go to our original mission, which was the man with the smoke that the kids are smoking and getting high.
that's correct. So, right. So you are in these ruins. I mean, you certainly could hang out if you'd like. Of course, you're in the woods. Any number of things could happen to you out here. Or did you want to try to head back to town and then come back out another day? Or like, what are you thinking? We're talking
Well,
about
what
two
time
days
of
to get out
day
here.
is it when I come out of the ruins? That would be, I guess, the first question.
Right, because you had slept and then went back in the next day. So you
Correct.
weren't in there that long, actually. There was a bit of a mummy fight, but that didn't take that long. So it is probably like early afternoon at the latest, I would say. Like maybe late morning, early afternoon, like 1, 12, 1, like noontime-ish.
Well, we're going to soldier on because I don't want to go back yet without doing what we came for because Annie trusted us enough to give us the music box. So,
That's true. Yeah, the music box. Um, okay, yeah, so you're going to continue in your search for the God gas is what I called it, right? God smoke. I don't want to call it
God's,
gas all of a sudden.
yeah.
God smoke dealer. Right. That sounds a little weird,
Yes.
but that's what it is. Yeah. Uh, cool. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but oh, that's why I had that cool background, and I think I moved the file, so now I don't know where I do that, guys. So
Oh,
I may have thrown it. I may have actually thrown it away. So, well, actually, let me. This has nothing to do with the game, but I must see if I can find my file. I won't spend a long time doing it. I swear.
that's fine. Orin is He needs to sit down for a second anyway. He lost 5 pounds
That's true.
in about 5 minutes with his spell corruption. So he's
Right. Yes. 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 So,
in a mood right now.
yeah, I can imagine. So you're gonna head back. You're gonna head towards the. Huh, where did I put it? That's the question. If you were, oh, there it is. Let's see if this works. It worked so well the other day when we weren't. There it worked. It's maybe not quite as good today. Looks good though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, although I don't know why I bother to do it because only we can see it because when it goes live on the thing, nobody sees it. But
Well,
that
I
way you
think
think
it's
I'm
cool.
in it. Yeah, this way it's like I'm in a dungeon. Those online will never know. Anyways, maybe I'll figure out a way to do it at some point. Um, I don't think I'd be able to do it without a green screen. But anyways, totally distracted. Yeah, so you could continue kind of what is essentially uphill, as we've been calling it, through the ruins if you're going to continue to move forward looking for the Godsmoke dealer. Yeah, that seems legit. Um, and it's pretty much, as I stated, I guess maybe three sessions ago, you're starting to see more and more ruins. At first you saw like a few blocks here, a few blocks there. You're starting to see more kind of full, what were full setups. I mean, they're not anymore. Obviously, they're knocked over, so there's lots of rocks that are knocked over with moss growing on them and covered in trees. Pine needles, and you're getting like trees have busted up through like what were probably small structures, so there's rocks scattered everywhere. But you're definitely getting more densely into this area. You do, in fact, see more statues. Um, Many of them seem to be broken or defaced as you're kind of heading through. So you'll see like a statue of somebody with like no arms, where clearly there should have been arms. And they take on all manner of forms. Some of them are more humanoid, some have multiple arms, some have multiple heads. So you're definitely getting into some weird area as far as what was the society that existed here in the past, which of course you know nothing about. That's why you're exploring. But all that being said, let us see. Go ahead and roll a d6.
D6, okay.
So we can see what kind of weirdness we encounter here.
Do I still have my little pigs?
Yes, you do. There you do.
Yes.
That's true. The little pigs are falling on.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
4.
4. Okay. Oh, excellent. Okay. Yeah, you do. I mean, it's funny you say that. You notice actually, as you're traveling, the pigs seem to be more so than they were before, staying close to Orin. Maybe they feel a little bit nervous, or they seem a little disturbed. But from everything that you can tell, there's nothing really going on unusual. As I mentioned, you see some of these statues. Actually, let's roll for a random statue.
Okay.
Because we like random statues. I believe that it is a 2d6 roll. Watch over on the
I
book.
do like my random charts.
Yep. Let's find a random statue. So, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
Okay. You want the total or the numbers?
Oh, no, hold on. It's not a 2d6 chart. Everything else is... It's a d10.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You do that too?
Yeah.
8.
Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, I mean, maybe somehow the gods are directing you, or you're just that lucky. But as you're traveling, you actually see what appears to be almost an identical statue to the one that you had encountered before that came to life. It is the same. Has the 5 arms. It it has the one arm sticking out straight ahead of it, and on that arm, just like before, is a bird's nest. This one, though, is not inside of a temple-like area. It's just kind of in the woods. I mean, as you approach it, if you want to get close to it, you'll see that there was something here. It was inside some kind of a structure, but it has long since fallen apart. Maybe the structure was made more of wood or whatever, because you don't see a whole lot of stone around it. That's if you want to mess with it again.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. But I do want the bird's nest. Yeah. Orin's gonna kind of wander up there, take his staff, and like knock the bird's nest out of its hand.
Oh, you're going to approach it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah. So you approaching it. Let me just do a little quick. Actually, go ahead and roll a d6.
Just because the other one came to life doesn't mean this one will.
That is true.
2.
Yeah. So you you walk right up to this thing and you tap the hand, and yeah, it actually does the same thing it did before. Like it goes in, but it spins around the other way momentarily, like it's confused because you walked right up to it. And I guess it didn't think they would ever do that. So yeah, you could probably, even if you're, go ahead and make a d20 roll plus agility to see if you can catch the nest as it falls like a badass.
All right, 20. Agility. Well, for Orin, that's not great right now.
Right. Well, you need a 12.
Oh, but 13.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you tap this thing, and the hand goes in, like last time, and I guess maybe you expected on some level, and you catch the bird's nest, and you can see the hand is in the back now, and the head is, like, moving around. When the arms are starting to float, you can see it's coming to life. So you actually have you basically surprised it. So you have a round or whatever to do something if you want, but it has definitely come to life.
Okay.
So what does Order want to do? Yeah, or, Una.
Yeah, Una.
I said it correctly the first time, and then I confused myself because I never say it correctly the first time.
I will. If it's surprised, can we just back off and run away from it?
Of course. Yeah, you can do anything you want. You have a full round to do everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you start to run. All right, let's see. Let's see how many eggs are in this thing.
Grab the bird's nest and go. Yeah,
so you grab this bird's nest and you run. The creature itself is not tremendously fast, as you remember from last time. So yeah, you if you start to just blindly run into the woods to get away, you'll definitely outpace it. You look, maybe once you're holding this into your chest as you run into the woods. Once you feel like you got enough distance. You look down and there's 4 more of these blue eggs in here. Actually, okay, roll a d4.
D4, okay. 2.
Oh, okay. So actually, there's 4 blue ones and there's 2 pink ones.
4 blue ones and 2 pink ones. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We could have a delicious omelet now, Una says.
Indeed.
Orin's like, I don't think these are the kind of eggs you put in an omelet, but
well, maybe
because he knows they're magical.
Definitely magical. All right. Well, that was fairly, safe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously, I don't learn my lesson.
Obviously not. So you, okay. So you travel on a bit further, and you have this feeling though. You keep hearing like noises as if this thing's following you. So if you want to try to stay ahead of it, you could just move quicker than you normally would, but that means that you're probably moving. You're being a little bit less careful. But if you want to move at your normal adventuring pace and it is chasing you, it may eventually catch you. You don't really know. What I'll say is every once in a while you hear like a tree branch break or like a limb snap, and it seems to be coming from behind you. So it's unclear if this thing's chasing you or what's happening. You don't see it, of course.
Okay. Yeah,
So
we'll move a little
basically,
faster.
yeah. So if you move a
We'll
little
move a little
faster,
faster.
yeah, you'll be a little bit less cautious, and maybe you'll have a better chance of getting lost, if at all. Although, really, you just have to go downhill, so it's not that hard to find your way back. Just go downhill, at least for now. Um, yeah, you can totally do that. So yeah, you're traveling along for another couple hours, as it would be. And again, it's getting more and more dense. Go ahead and roll another d6 for me.
D6. Another 4.
Oh, okay. You stop at a stream or whatever to refill your canteens or whatever, and huh, okay, yeah. So out of the wood line, you hear like at the last second, like ding, like a twing sound, and an arrow sticks into the ground near you, and then you hear a rustling as something's running off into the bushes.
All right. Can I try to follow it? We'll try to follow it into the bushes.
Yeah, do you want to like chase it, or do you want to like go slowly and
Slowly, yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to sneak over to the tree line where I think it came from,
Mm-hmm.
and I will put on my, I'll put up the hood on my cloak,
All right.
because then, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give myself some cover.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, and you
Tell
you
Orin to
have
get down,
yeah, yeah, you can definitely do that. Or kind of ducks down with the pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sneak up, and you can definitely see that it looks like humans or humanoids or something to that effect were in these bushes. You can see like footprints of like boots or whatever. You think there's at least 3 or 4 people. It's hard to say because it's definitely a lot. Again, they weren't like particularly careful at covering their tracks. It looks like they ran once they missed what they were doing. So, and it goes off into the woods. You don't see them, of course, but they're definitely they must have run. So you could certainly track them if you'd like, but they're definitely ahead of you.
Do I think that they are going the same way as the way I need to go to get to the Godsmoke?
No, they went kind of like you're going uphill, and you kind of stopped at this stream and you were filling up. They were kind of off to the side, and it looks like they ran off to the side. So they didn't particularly go up or down. They went kind of sideways.
I'll go back to Orin and I'll say we need to keep a better eye, even if that means going a little more slowly. But we have to keep going up. We have to keep going on our mission. I don't know who those people were. Maybe they were friends of Devin, the honey purveyor, and Scott the guard.
It could be. It could be. I mean, Scott did not seem to have a bow when you saw him, but you never know. He could have got one by now, I suppose. It's been a day or so. Scott the honey guard. Honey
Yes.
guard's is a special class in this game.
But I think if they ran because they missed me, I mean, I don't want to just have somebody have 2 things now at my back, but Oh, okay, fine. I'll go after the people who ran.
Oh, you're gonna follow them?
Yeah, I think I will. I don't need to have a statue and arrow shooting bandits both following me at this point. One or the other has to be dealt with.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So, like I say, the trail's not hard to follow. It's actually pretty obvious. It looks like like I said, they ran. After a little bit, of course, you can see that they're not running anymore. But it's a group of them. It's hard for a group to really to stay completely without tracks. Let's have you go ahead and roll DC 15 against with your wisdom. You can use your there's wisdom in this, right? I always forget what skills are in this.
No,
it's something else.
Strength, agility, stamina, personality, intelligence, and luck.
I guess. Oh, why do I always forget to do that? We're playing DCZ. Make a luck check. That's how we'll do it. So you just want to roll a d20 under your luck, equal to or under.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 under 9. So
Oh,
yes,
nice. Okay. You should both roll. You roll for Orin as well.
I roll for Orin as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, Orin rolled a 1.
Oh, nice. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
That's the good
You
time to
guys
roll
like.
it.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are moving through, following these footprints, and you can see that they start to get a little bit less obvious, but they're definitely still moving in a certain direction. And maybe you hear some rustling sounds. Maybe you just look at the right time and you see, but you each like step back, and just as you do, this like net that was on the ground gets whoosh, pulled up into the air, of course without you in it, and. You see, probably you look and you see that there's like a set of arms like pulling it from one side, and these three men armed with short swords step out into the clearing, and they say, "We've got you now, you wild beast."
A beast? Do I look like a beast to you?
You can't trick us with your magic. We know that you are the rhinoceros.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I am not a rhinoceros. My name is
Pro-
Yuna, and this is Orin.
Prove it.
How does one prove one is not a rhinoceros?
Clearly, if you were not a rhinoceros, you would know how to do this. That is, in fact, the test to see if somebody is a rhinoceros, is to ask them to prove it. That they're not. Right? And they kind of look amongst themselves, so they all nod.
And she'll walk a little closer, and she'll say, "Look, I have hands and arms."
Rhinoceri have hands and arms.
No, they have 4 legs.
And so you have 4 limbs.
Yes, but I walk upright.
Maybe you're magical.
I don't have a
So
horn.
far. Are you sure about that?
Yes, quite sure.
They talk amongst themselves for a second. They're kind of looking at you. You'll need to bring your head over here so we can check. We don't try anything funny.
Well, it's attached to my body,
I understand that.
so I'm going to have to walk over to you.
That's okay. Put your hands where I can see them. Bring your head over and bring it down like this, so I can see if you have a horn. And you stay where you are. And they point at Orin.
If I was a rhinoceros, would these pigs be around me? Us?
How do we know they're not baby rhinoceri? Rhinoceri or rhinoceroses? Unsure, they look at each other, they shrug, and they say, they could be baby.
They're just pigs. Purple pigs. They're native to this island.
The guy on the side with the net, he's kind of still standing there holding it in the air, and he says, I don't trust them. They're very clever, rhinoceros. They didn't even get caught in the trap. And everybody knows that the rhinoceros is the smartest of all animals.
Oh, I don't think that's true, but what about the crocodiles?
The crocodiles are the second.
I'm not a rhinoceros. She will walk up to them. Orin stays back with his pigs, of course.
All right. So this one guy puts his sword, into its scabbard. He kind of walks up. He's like, and he turns back to those. Watch, keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I don't make any sudden moves. I just.
Yeah, and he touches your head. He's like, Hold on, though. Do female rhinoceros have horns? They're kind of looking at each other. I don't know. I think so. I mean, that would make sense, but hold on. But they seem unsure. Yeah, they're a little baffled by that. We're gonna have to feel your head as well. They say to Orin. You get back.
Orin, let them feel your head. Orin will walk forward.
Keep the little ones away. I don't want those little ones here.
Oh,
I'm
they.
pointing at the.
Una will corral the pigs away from Orin.
Okay, I mean they want to be near Orin, of course. Like, yeah, or whatever noise pig makes. But you're able to do it. You've got these pigs. There's 3 of them, right? So you're like kind of holding them. And yeah, Orin moves forward. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to let them touch his hip.
He is much more skeptical about this, but yes, he is. If they're not making any, aggressive moves.
I mean, except for having you bend your head in front of them. And...
Well, I'm trying to prove I'm not a rhinoceros. I've never done it before, so this is how you do it, I suppose.
Yeah, so they do this. He feels Orin's head as well. And he kind of steps back and he says, "Are you sure you're not a rhinoceros? Because we were pretty sure that you were. But now there's no horns."
Why on earth would you think that we were rhinoceroses? I don't know how to say it.
Because, I don't know. Why did we think that? And they're kind of shrugging. Like, have you seen a rhinoceros around here?
No, we have not seen a rhinoceros.
Huh. All right. We'll let you go this time.
Did you see a actual rhinoceros?
Well, we are clearly rhinoceros hunters.
Oh.
Thus the knowledge of rhinoceros. That's correct. It's it's a title that's passed down, through families. It's not easy to get. You need a license and all that.
How many have you caught?
Well, Jacob's great grandfather almost caught one. But rhinoceros, they're the smartest animals.
Oh, very wily, I suppose. Very wily. If hunters such as yourself can't catch one, they must be very smart indeed.
Right. Which is why we have to just be sure when we encounter possible rhinoceros.
I understand. I understand, but as you can see and you felt, we are not rhinoceroses. There you go. So, if we will take our leave of you, if we won't bother you. She puts the pigs on the ground. They trot over to Orin.
Yeah, they all kind of nod and they say, "Oh, okay. Well, if you happen to see any rhinoceros, you just let us know. We'll be around here in the woods."
Are they native to this island? I mean, are you expecting them here?
Well, I mean, we don't want to go too far from our homes because then we would have to sleep in the woods, which is not comfortable. So we're hoping so. But, we haven't seen one in a while. Well, ever.
I see. Have you even seen a dead one? Like evidence of rhinoceroses on the island?
Who would kill a rhinoceros? They're the smartest animals.
I thought you were rhinoceros hunters. You don't kill them? What do you do with them?
Well, it's catch and release.
Oh, I see.
You're strange.
He gives him a look like, I'm strange. Okay, yeah, that's funny. And she says, well, everyone is different. I will leave you to your hunt.
Okay. We'll see you again, maybe.
Maybe. If I see a
We live
rhinoceros, I'll let you know.
down there, and he kind of points in the direction that you guys would go. He says, that's Jacob, and all the rest of us are named Mark.
Jacob, Mark, and Mark, and Mark.
That's correct.
I'm Una, and this is Oren.
Those are good names. When you live in a small village, there's only so many names that you can come up with. Maybe we'll write yours down for future.
Well,
Mark, write that down. The other two guys are...
Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. Got it.
And the guy with the net says, I still don't trust him. And they all kind of look. And they shrug. They're not really sure what to do with you now because you're not a rhinoceros. So it gets awkward.
Yeah. Una and Oren will just, they'll just go. I mean, they're not going to bother them. If they're not going to bother us, we won't bother them.
Okay. It seems like as you kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she's going to say, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you. You too. What are you looking for?
Us?
Are you rival rhinoceros hunters? And they kind of reach for their swords again. You know you need a license.
Yes, I'm finding out that you need a license for a lot of things on these islands. And there's only certain times you can get them, and it's very confusing. Yeah. But no, I'm just a sightseer. I am looking for ruins and things like that to see, make drawings and for the family back home.
Oh, well, there's lots of ruins around here. Just kind of go up. The further up you go, the more ruins there are.
That's where I was going to go.
Okay. And then it becomes awkward again.
Yeah.
All right. They're just staring at you.
Yeah, we'll leave these Jacob and the Marks.
They, you notice, you probably hear them moving around, and you can see that they're setting the trap again.
Look at Oren and go, well, they're never going to catch anything ever. Except maybe each other.
Never can tell.
Seem like nice boys, though.
Oren's probably a little distraught about the fact that he's aged, lost weight, has 3 strength, and now his hair's all messed up because this guy was rubbing his head.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I have to get more product back in town. Takes a lot of work to look like this. And we will continue uphill.
Okay. You want to do that?
Of course, keeping an eye out now for a rhinoceros.
Never can tell. Go ahead and roll a d6.
A smart, magical rhinoceros, I guess. 5. Oh, no.
So you... Okay, let's see if you're surprised by it. Go ahead. You can roll a d6 to see if you're surprised by the rhinoceros.
Okay.
He's not surprised by you.
2.
You are. Okay. So you're walking along, and all of a sudden you look up, and there is about how far away is he? Oh, he's actually pretty far away. He's like 100 yards away. You see what is in fact a rhinoceros. It is apparently made out of iron, you would imagine, because it's covered in rust. It's also quite thin, and there's parts of like the rhinoceros like armor, for lack of a better word, like kind of hanging off like rusty bits. And it is it's there, it's just kind of eating a bush, because as rhinos do.
Rhinoceroses.
Now I got myself saying it wrong. Yeah, yeah, as the rhinos do. So this rhinoceros is yeah, he's chilling out. He's eating a bush, berries or whatever they eat.
Wonder if he talks. The bear talked. Yuna is saying to herself.
Yeah, like I said, you didn't surprise it, so like it stopped. It's like, and then like you were like, and then it looks up, and then it kind of goes back to what it's doing. But now it's kind of moved its body so that if it were going to charge, it's pointed in the right direction. But it's not making any move to charge at this moment.
I shouldn't approach it, but I really want to see if it talks. So I'm going to approach it slowly. No weapons, hands up, kind of.
All right, yeah. I mean, if you start walking towards it, you could see that it does like that thing where it kind of like leans, like, and gets his like leg, yeah.
Okay,
Like
so it doesn't. Okay.
in defensive posture. It doesn't say anything to you. I mean, you're still pretty far away from it.
What if I wave at it? Kind of stop, and I wave, and I say, "Hi there. How are you today?"
Oh, you're gonna call out to it. Okay.
Yep.
That seems legit.
Seems silly, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Right. So, it's like, it's eating a bush, rhinos are. And you call out to it, and, because it had taken that posture, it kind of like stands up straighter, and it looks at you, kind of tilts its head a little bit, and then it says, well, I could be better, These bushes don't grow like they used to. And there's been a lot of rain this season. A lot of rain.
Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Getting all rusty over here.
Yeah, I see that.
Not like it used to be. Now there's people running around the forest, don't give us any respect like they used to.
Yeah, you might not want to go that way. And I'll point back to where Jacob and the 3 marks are. I was like, there's some people who think they're rhino hunters. They're looking
rhino
for
hunters. You. Yeah, I know. So tiring. I'm just hanging out here. We used to have a good thing going with the humans. I mean, no offense, but he doesn't use his hands, obviously, right now. But I don't know what happened. Now they never come by. They never oil us anymore. They're trying to hunt us for fun. Like, is that fun? What if I hunted you? Would that be fun? It doesn't sound fun to me.
Oh, that would certainly be no fun for us.
Indeed.
They used to oil you?
Well, how does it look like I could reach my back?
No. I have some oil here myself. Yuna has some oil, Orin threw his.
That's right.
Would you, if you like, I could oil you.
Kind of tilts his head. What's the catch?
No catch. Some of us are still nice. And then we'd be friends. We are friends.
I see. What's your personality?
Yuna's personality is 15.
Oh, okay.
So
that's plus one? Maybe.
+1.
Yeah, so he says you can see that he's a little bit gun shy, but he says, well, I mean, I would appreciate it. Just don't try to pull anything.
No, and I'll have my companion stay back if that'll make you feel better.
I'll
just come up. Yes, unless you want the pigs to come up for some reason.
The pigs? That's how you address them?
Well, I don't know their names.
Oh.
They just started following us. Well, him. She'll nod at
Oh, I
Warren.
see. Oh.
Bec-
Yeah. They usually is. Does he have worms or something? Because
he was feeding them worms at one point.
okay. But just to be safe, he should just stay back there. And yeah, if you would do me the favor, I would appreciate it. He kind of like merges his shoulder, and you hear like that kind of rusty metal, like. And he's like, I'm definitely can't run as fast as I used to.
Yeah, will, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, step forward and begin to oil the rhinoceros.
All right. Well, all right. You can definitely do that. You just have one thing of oil.
She has two.
All right. If you really, I mean, you can do just one if you want, but if you really want to oil him up, you gotta use both of them because it's a rhinoceros. He's pretty big. And
Yes,
you can also, because you're a thief too, go ahead and roll your trap or whatever skill that's for that.
Find traps.
Yeah, well, or remove or whatever it is. I think it's one skill. Yeah, to see if you can do any like minor repairs because, like I said, pieces are like hanging off.
Find trap or disable trap. So
yeah,
either one's the same.
Yeah.
Nope. A 9.
Yeah. You're able to like kind of tidy up a little bit, but you can see that there's like some of the stuff that's hanging off you wouldn't be able to actually fix without like having some metal or whatever. And you do see he's probably lost a lot of. When you get up there and you start oiling him, you see that like there's basically layers of plates over plates. So he's kind of very skinny, like he's lost a lot of plates basically, clearly to rust. But you managed to not break off anymore, and certainly oiling him up is he's he's feeling better. He's even his neck around. He's like, oh yeah, oh this is good. Yeah.
I wish there was a way I could help fix you, but I don't have that skill, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the humans used to help us out. I don't know what happened. Somebody someday decided it'd be more fun to catch us in nets and then try to lift us in the air for some reason, like, and then put us back down again.
Oh, it's probably something to do with masculinity. Sometimes boys can just be silly. Prove themselves to a girl or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we just, butted heads when we were on a,
Are there many of you left?
Well, not many. Around here, we tend to have a pretty large. We tend to have a pretty large area that we cover because you don't get this kind of body by just eating a couple of berries a day. We gotta. Yeah, so we spread out.
Right. Assume you would need large territories. Do you get along with the crocodiles?
Well, I like to say the crocodiles are too clever for their own good, if you know what I'm saying. But they're fine. They don't bother me. They like to stay in the water. I like to stay out of the water. You know what I mean?
Well, I hope that I helped a little bit.
Well, you most certainly did. Perhaps
What's
I can return
name?
the favor. My name is Randy. Everybody in this is going to have a name like that. There are going to be no D&D names in this. Everybody's getting a regular name.
Randy the Rhino.
We've already established. All names will be.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, he's pretty psyched that you did that. So he will say, well, why are you wandering around the woods? Is there any way that I can help you?
I'm actually.
Do you need a ride?
Actually, a ride on your oiled up back now. I think a mess out of my pants.
Well, it absorbed.
Riding a horse after Shoshin. I am actually I'm on a quest for some of the people of the island have sent me to figure out the origin of a very nasty drug called God Smoke. I don't know if
Oh,
you've ever heard of it or seen anybody. I don't know. Rhinos probably don't smoke, but maybe you talk. So that's what, if you've seen
no way to hold a
someone
cigarette.
selling that kind of stuff to other humans on this island or in these ruins.
Well, I have seen people, humans as it would be, that aren't locals of here, aren't the hunters as it would be, heading up to the old ruins. And he kind of like points with his horn, and he says, "There's a woman who seems to live up there, um, and people head up there and spend some time, and then they leave and come back. I don't know anything about smoke."
Do you think you could take us there to
Sure.
the ruins? It would save us a lot of time, and I'm sure nobody will mess with you.
Oh yeah, well, you know, people are generally nice around here, except for the kind of Zorn towards the other direction. All right, yeah, hop on.
We'll have to leave the pigs behind.
No, yeah, you can bring the pigs.
Okay. Warren will gather up his pigs, and we will hop on the back of this iron rhinoceros.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's fair. That seems like a regular thing to do. Uh, yeah, you climb on. He gets down, so you can climb on him. And he's now that you oiled him. Um, at first you hear like a little grinding, but the oil's kind of getting into the thing, and it starts getting smoother, and it's like then you don't hear anything anymore. And he's a rhino. He's not running or anything, but he moves at a pretty decent pace up through the forest, of course, knocking bushes and stuff out of the way. I mean, it's not subtle, that's for sure.
Right.
But yeah, he brings you directly to the place that he was saying. He as he gets close, he says, uh, "Yeah, it's right over." He points. It says right over here. And yeah, he brings you up, and you can see that this is like the one that you went in where there was actually a dungeon underneath it. It had like a more of a kind of a more or less solid wall, but it was kind of knocked over. That's how this looks. Like it's definitely more built than some of the other places that you've been. Um, there looks like somebody through the very haphazardly took some of the large stones that may have fallen over and kind of restacked them. So you've got this almost like, like longhouse effect where you've got like these like long stones, like in a row, where you can get under like a tent basically, but they're big, like 15, 20 feet tall, and that seems to be a structure on the inside. You can see, I mean, there's a big entryway to walk in, of course. And when you go in, you actually see that this walled-in area has no less than like a dozen statues, all different types. None that look exactly like the one that you dealt with before, but some of them seem like kind of half animal, half person. Some are human, some have multiple heads. There's basically a variety of these different statues, all kind of gathered around. It's kind of like almost like a garden of statues. And then, of course, you see the tent, I'll call it. And from there, you see some light, like a. I mean, it's still the daytime, but you can see that there's like maybe a fire burning in there or something. So you can see some light flashing inside of it.
All right. Well, we will slide down from the rhino's back and say thank you, Randy. That was very nice of you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the oil. And if you just happen to be coming by again and you have oil, so, no obligation just because you did it the one time, but
I'll make sure I always have oil in my pack in case our paths cross again.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And then he kind of like turns and stomps off towards back, kind of generally in the direction you guys came from.
Right. All right. Well, this time I'm not going to get close to any of the statues because there's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them.
but if I see the fire burning, is there a way
Yeah,
to
I mean,
get
if
around? Is there another?
yeah, well, you
Yeah.
could. You got a couple options. I mean, you're kind of at the front gate. You could, this garden of statues is kind of all in front of the tent, for lack of a better word. Um, the wall kind of goes around the back of it. You could go around and climb over the wall, or you could just walk through the front and just not get near any statues. But you probably have to get like maybe 10 foot away is as close as you'd have to get in order to kind of maneuver through them. You don't have to get super close. They're not like on top of each other. So it is possible.
Okay.
It kind of it depends on what approach you want to take. And I mean, you're just gonna walk in now.
Well, what? It's still daylight.
Yeah. So just however you want to go, and you can just tell me now. We'll adjudicate it. If you want to climb over the wall, you want to walk through the garden. That's
No,
all
I want to
fine.
climb. I want to climb the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely do that. I mean, as a thief, I don't even think you're. It's going to be like a DC 10. So I mean, you probably can't even fail that. Or I mean, I guess you can fail, but
I could, but it'd
yeah,
be
yeah, it'd be hard. But Oren though has to make the same check, but he has to roll it on a D10. So if he's climbing over, he'll have to roll it on a D10. So in other words, you have to get a 10, unless you have a strength, which he doesn't,
which he does
or
not. No.
agility
In fact,
bonus.
he can't. I don't think he can actually make the roll because he's at minus.
Yeah,
His
he
strength is
probably can't.
3.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not able to climb over the wall without your help. But you could climb up, of course.
Yeah, I want to take. Yeah, climb up the wall.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 14.
Oh, yeah,
Plus.
you make quick time of it. I mean, I guess in Oren being on the outside, but where the wall is, I guess if he's going to go with you, he's more or less hidden, from anybody inside. They won't see him because he's standing on the outside. Yeah, you climb up on top of the wall. You don't really see any signs of life. From now on top, you can kind of see that most of the statues are definitely in front, for lack of a better word, of the tent. And you're kind of on the side. You can see the back of it. It looks like it's like roughly closed, so there is literally a front of the tent, and doesn't appear to be a way to get in the back of it. There is like some wisps of smoke coming out from which you see there's a fire in there. But it looks like the whole thing's about maybe 20 feet long, maybe 25 feet long, and about maybe like 15 foot, at the best peak. And yeah, there doesn't seem to be much movement going on.
All right, there's no way to approach from the back of the ruins.
You can, for sure. Yeah, if you want to approach
Okay.
from the back, there just doesn't seem to be an entrance. You could probably get up there and look through the cracks and stuff, but you might not be able to get into the space.
All right. Well, Oren can't really climb this wall, so if I want him to come with me, he's gonna have to come around front, right? So
Yeah, I mean, unless you
yeah,
want to, you could probably hike him up over the wall, maybe. But that's going to be
maybe
like a DC 15 strength check.
for Yuna.
Yeah, for you to pull him up.
Yeah, we'll try it. She's got a grappling hook with some spikes and stuff, so and rope, you know.
Yeah, we'll say. I mean, since he's so feeble, he definitely needs help. So if she uses her strength to pull him up over the wall, then he can get up there.
Okay, let me please. Oh, 19.
Oh yeah, so there you go. So yeah, you create some kind of steps with the spikes and get a rope in there for good measure, and Oren's still kind of like you grab him and you help hoist him up and up. I mean, getting down the other side's not so hard. Just drop down. The pigs are probably not making it at this point though. They're hanging out outside.
No, they'll have to stay outside.
Yeah, he's hanging out. The pigs are out there. Yeah, so you drop down on this side. Yeah, you could certainly approach the back of the thing, or you could go to the front of it, or you could go to any of the sides of it. I mean, I was going to check something though. So as you do that, you drop down. You're kind of like partially behind it. You hear some people talking, voices, men's voices, and you kind of peek, and you can see that there's actually 3 men. That they are walking. I don't know if they have to cut off or not because I got a call came in. There's 3 men. They're walking. They walk right in the front. You can see that each one has like a big backpack that's empty. Well, I guess it probably has gold in it. And they're walking towards they just walk right through the statues. And as they get like about halfway in the yard, you hear a woman's voice from inside the tent area, and she calls out and she says, Oh, back so soon. I guess we're doing good business. And she laughs.
All right.
And they approach further. You see, I mean, if you're watching, you can use your cloak or not. I'm going to
Oh
say
yeah.
that, yeah, I mean, I guess if you just get down, they probably can't see. I'll say there's a very low chance. If you roll a 1, we'll say, they'll see you. They'll see Orin. I don't think they're going to see you at all.
No, I rolled
Okay.
not a 1. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're not paying attention to you. You you watch a bit. I mean, you see a woman. She's actually, for kind of the old lady voice I did, she's actually fairly young, maybe like in her 30s. And she's just wearing like a robe or whatever. She's got like a belt with like pouches and such on it. Doesn't seem to be armed. She's got some a nice like headband, some jewelry and stuff on. You know, she looks like she's so pimped out. And yeah, she comes forward and she starts talking to them in a lower voice because they're not yelling now, of course. And assuming that you don't do anything right away, they turn and they walk and they go inside the tent area.
Okay. They're all 3 together as they walk in.
Yeah,
there's not like a straggler or anything like that.
Well, let me see. Well, make a luck check. I'm assuming you want a straggler, so make a luck check.
I do. No.
Okay. Yeah. No, 2 stand outside. Less stragglers, more kind of guarding. And 1 goes inside with her.
All right. I would like to sneak silently up behind one of them and try to knock him out.
Okay. Go for it.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, they are guarding, so I'm going to say it's a DC 15, and there's 2 of them.
All right. Yeah, I'm just making sure I got my chart here. I get a +5, so.
Nice.
Well, 16 plus 5 is 21.
Nice. All right, yeah. Yeah, so you can go ahead and whack him on the head, I guess.
Yeah, just with the...
You can use the butt of your dagger, I guess, and you do... Because... Yeah, unless you have something else to use. I'm trying to remember. I think in DCC, when you use certain weapons with that, you get more damage, basically. And I believe the dagger is one of them. You do a D10 instead of a D4, basically is how it works. There's no like multiplier like in other systems.
Right, yeah, when I sneak up behind, yes.
Yeah.
A D10.
Yeah, so you could do a D10.
Okay. Don't necessarily want to kill him. I just don't want him to be...
No, it's fine. It can be knockout damage. It's fine.
6.
6. Okay, I guess there's 7 points. This guy said. Let me check. These guys are...
Oh, and I've got... Well...
What do you got?
Nope, that's not going to matter right this second.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, yeah. He only has D4 hit dice, so yeah, he can't. Even am I going to roll? Yes, you whack the guy and he drops. Of course, the other guy sees you. Go ahead though and roll a D6 to see if he's surprised. If you get a 1 or 2, he's surprised because you can still have surprise.
Oh, okay.
Did you snuck silently, so it wasn't like you.
I do.
Yeah, he's surprised. The guy goes, huh? So you'll get a round of actions if you want.
Yeah, I will try to get over there and knock him out as well.
Okay. I mean, clearly this won't be a sneak silently, though, so you'll only get a D4 damage if you hit him.
Right. Okay, let me just roll a D20 for damage on this guy.
You have to hit him first, yeah. So he's got a AC of 9.
Okay, I rolled a 12 plus 1 would be 13.
All right, and you roll his hit points. Okay. He has 1 hit point, so you don't have to bother rolling. So you whack this guy too, and he falls. Now, make a luck check to see if anybody inside heard you.
Oh boy.
Let's see if your luck can hold up.
Yes, a 3.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you do it quickly and silently. as they drop.
I am a thief.
Yes, you are.
Okay, if I listen at the tent flap opening or the tent or the opening, do I hear more than two people?
No. You just hear two people talking. One man and the woman's voice that you've already heard.
All right.
Yep. She tells him that she has 5 vials for sale. And she is wanting 10 gold pieces. No. 50 gold pieces each, I think is what I said that was. Yeah. So he's trying to negotiate a lower a lower amount. Because she wants 250 gold pieces, and he's like, oh yeah, 200 gold pieces. Or a coin. What are we using coin?
Well, I'm gonna beckon for Orin to come up so that he's at least up there and he can keep an eye on the guys that are out for now. I'm gonna disarm the men that are out. They have weapons.
Yeah, they had like staves or whatever. Like they're like villagers basically.
Yeah, just throw, kick them away so that they're not readily available to them.
Okay.
And then I'll go in.
I love that you're just like, and I'm gonna go in. All right, yeah. So you push aside the flap and you step in, and the woman is sitting there. So you see that like I said, it's a long thing. They're not very far in. It's maybe like 5 feet between where you're opening the flap and where the table is that they're sitting. The man has his back to you. She sees you, of course. You open the flap. But behind her is all kinds of mishmash of, bottles and pipes and it's kind of like stuff that you saw in the tomb that Oren had pointed out as more kind of alchemical things. Except these are in good shape and working, and they're boiling and stuff. She looks at you and she says, "I'm afraid I already have a customer for today. You're going to have to come back."
You can't have more than one customer?
Well, I have but 5 bottles, unless you would like to pay more. And of course, the guy's like, "Oh no! I'll give you the 250." Well, if you would like to offer more than 250 coin, then they could be yours. And he starts protesting a bit, and she just is kind of like, "Shush."
Don't think I have that much. Let's say, what would you charge for information?
Oh, well, we could deal with that after. Please wait outside.
Okay, I'm going to go outside. Going to drag the bodies around the corner so that they're not just laying there. And I'll wait till this guy leaves. So I can't have her do myself.
That's cool. You definitely can do that. Okay, yeah. I mean, you hear some, a little bit now. Of course, now she knows that he has a 250, so of course he's he's not winning that negotiation. So a little bit of time passes, and he comes out. He steps out. He looks around. He looks at you. And he looks for the guys, and he calls out their names. He's like, Fred, Thomas, whatever he calls, and he says, "Do you see my associates?"
They said they were getting cold and they were going to start heading back.
Go ahead and make a luck check.
It's so hard to find good help these days. You know? Oh, no, I got 1 over. Damn.
Oh my god. He says, "You're up to something," and you see him reach for he's got a dagger on his belt. He reaches for it. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
This guy does not like you because you just made him pay an extra 50 gold pieces.
Well, he's right. I am up to something, so I can't.
You got one.
Oh, Yuna got a 17 actually,
There you go.
and Oren got a 15.
Okay, well, he got a one. So, yeah. So you see him like fumble for like his dagger, but you can clearly you're much faster than he is clearly.
Yeah, I'll just try to knock him out again. Another knocked out guy. I don't want to murder all these people. I just need to talk to the lady. Ooh, but I rolled a 10.
Oh, his AC is 9. Let me roll.
Oh, that's right.
He does have 2 hit points though, so you better roll high on your damage.
4.
Yeah, so he's fumbling and you just whack, he falls down.
Okay, move him to the side, and then I'll go back in.
Yeah, hold on. Make a luck check.
All right.
Because he's carrying 5 battle balls of smoke.
No.
Oh yes. Okay.
No, that was a nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I broke everything.
Yeah. So he falls back, and you hear smash, and the area starts to fill with smoke. Whoo. Okay. I'm gonna. Let's see.
No.
First of all, I'll give you an avoidance. Is it called avoidance in this? I'm gonna give you the dex save, whatever one that is.
For reflex.
Reflex. Yeah, just to get out of the space. If you don't get out of the space, then we'll deal with it.
Okay. For both of us, right?
Yeah, because Oren's there too.
Yeah, okay. Both of us get a +1. I don't know what I got a Yuna got a
12.
15 and yeah, Yuna got a 15 and Oren got an 11 +1, so 12 exactly.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, you step back as this starts to wave through the air.
Oh yeah, Oren does not need to get high.
Yes, that's a bad thing. We don't want to turn into a god and start knocking things down. Yeah, so I mean, it takes a couple minutes for it to dissipate. You actually hear her voice after like a minute. She says, "Well, he's not getting a refund. Oh crap! He has to make a saving throw for this guy. Actually, oh no, hold on. It's going to be if you inhale it. Just roll a d20.
A d20?
Yeah.
He got a 13.
Okay, and then roll another one.
All right. That time he rolled a 2.
Okay. Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Roll a d6.
D6. 5. 5.
Oh crap. Okay. All right. That's fine. I'll do it. So that's not gonna. It's not gonna really matter. I don't think. Okay. So yeah, you see that obviously you couldn't pull him out, so he's wafted in the smoke. But after a minute or so, when the
Daniel, you froze for me. Oh, okay. I can hear you. Yes, can you hear me?
oh, how about now?
I can hear you.
You can.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I pulled out my
There you
camera
are.
and plugged it back in. I think the camera's acting up. I don't know. It's probably a setting that I did on the camera last time I used it, and I didn't put it back the right way. So remember, I said it was making a funny sound before. I think it might have shut off on me. It like lost its connection. Anyways, we're back now. Yeah, you can see that he's still breathing, so he's not dead.
Well, that's good, because yeah, I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. So yeah, you know whatever. I guess you're gonna step in and talk to the woman.
She's who I came to see, I think. So I will, yeah. Oren and I both at this point. We'll step in.
Okay.
Orin's kind of staying near the front, though, in case any of these guys get any ideas about waking up and taking revenge.
I mean, right, that's true. We'll make some luck checks in a minute. Okay, so, yeah, so you step in, and she says, so you need information? Sit.
She'll sit down. Una will sit down. Orin will stand.
She, like, reaches down and pulls out, like, this ball. And she puts it on in front of her, and she says, I can see into the future and give you all the information that you want. You need a little coin, of course.
Of course. You can see into the future?
Well, yes. Yes,
Do
yes,
you
I can.
have to smoke the smoke in order to see into the future?
Oh, no. No. What smoke? I don't know what you mean. And she winks.
I'll just smile at her and say, all right, you don't know what I mean. And can you tell my future?
Of course. And she's waiting for the coin.
Right. Well, I do have some coins, so.
So, yeah.
I will give her. Oh, yeah, I have 102. But I'm not telling her that, so don't. How much coin do you usually require to tell a future?
Well, how far in the future would you like to know?
Not far. It's kind of what's going to happen as I travel these islands. So the next few months?
Months? Oh. That's a lot. Usually it's 1 coin per day.
Oh.
But if you have the coin... And she rubs her ball.
Well, that's pretty steep. How about just the next 3 days? And I'll give her 3 coins.
Sure. She takes them, just has them back. She says, she said, actually, Orin can make...
Yeah, I'm sure.
make a DC... well, it doesn't, I guess she's not that good. Make a DC 12... intelligence check, so just a d20 plus intelligence.
Okay. Yeah, 14.
Okay, yeah, so. Let me just check something here. She says... She puts her hands over the thing. She says... Ooh. You need to get back to the town. There is great fortune waiting for you there. And she slides the coins.
Well, I rather knew that already.
Well, you can never be sure of your future until you are told.
I'm going to lean closer, a little bit closer. I say, I think you might be trying to scam me, my lady.
No. I am purveyor of good fortunes and bad fortunes too, so be careful. One would not want a bad fortune.
No, that is true.
What are you really here for?
I've heard rumor you're a purveyor of something else as well. Something that is hurting the town.
Hurting? No, people have their free will. They can do what they like.
They can.
Indeed.
But this god smoke that you sell is highly addictive. And it robs people of their free will.
If you could be a god, wouldn't you want to be?
I've actually seen people be gods before, and it doesn't usually work out well. So, no, actually.
Well, maybe this isn't for you then. But you can't go putting your own personal beliefs in front of, the freedom of the people. I am all about the freedom of the people. Are you trying to muscle in on my territory? Because really, I could probably use some help. You seem very capable. You certainly took care of those guys fast enough.
Oh, you heard that, did you?
Oh, I hear and see many things. And when she says that, Oren, because you already made your check, you see that there is kind of on the in the back near the fires on the ground. You see at first maybe it looked like a rock or whatever, but you see there's a toad, and you would know because you're a magician. She probably has a familiar.
Oh, a toad familiar.
Of course. What better familiar than a toad? Excuse me.
Well, it's possible we could come to some sort of arrangement. What did you have in mind?
I will give you a discount rate on the product, and you are free to distribute it as much as you like.
I don't think I'm a God smoke dealer.
But you could be.
Well, if you give me a discount on the product, what if I just destroyed it when I took it?
Well, then you wouldn't have any money to buy more. That's not a very good way to do business. You want to sell it for more than you get it for, and then you take the money that you get from that to buy more, and then you do it again. This is how we grow. The problem with those guys is I know they're sniffing it. They're given a weak product. You have clearly shown that you are stronger willed than that by not just taking it from the men.
No. I look at Oren and he shrugs. He doesn't know what to do. He'd like to study the smoke, I'm sure. I just think it's bad for the town. And I think, what could I do to convince you to move your operation elsewhere? There you go.
I mean, I make quite a bit of coin here. I don't know where else I would go.
Well, to the south, there's numerous places where there's probably people who've never had the God smoke. It'd be a whole new market.
Well, this is true, but we need the gods to get the smoke. Well, yes. However, it's just not as ideal for this is a good location. However, if you wanted to buy it from me, then you could take it down south, and then it wouldn't be in the village anymore. And then you would have done what you wanted to do, apparently. I guess you have a heroic bent. That's always nice. I find it doesn't last.
How? You said you need the gods to get the smoke. What gods?
No, I don't think I said that.
Oh,
I think you
you did.
misheard. It's just a phrase saying, you never heard that before? You need the gods to get the smoke. It's good.
Well, I'm new, so no, I've never heard that before.
It's very common saying around here. Yeah, you'll see. It's like, you go to get something and it's like, oh, you need the gods to get the smoke. Yeah. And then people are like, yeah, you're right. You do. And they slap each other on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're lying to me.
I told you your future. There's great fortune for you in town.
Well, my friend Orin here is an alchemist.
Is he?
Yes, maybe we could help you. If you told
Oh,
us what's going on with these gods and the smoke.
oh, I see what you're doing here. You are trying to muscle in on my business. I tried to give you a chance, I really did. She shakes her head. Ah,
I'm not a drug dealer.
it's not really dealing. They sell themselves. But if it's not for you, I suggest you head to town now. And that's my advice for you.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do something really stupid. I'm gonna stand up, be like, thanks for your time. I'm gonna take my sling and a sling stone, and I'm just gonna start destroying her little alchemist setup.
Okay, good. Yeah, no. As soon as you were standing up, she was going to attack you anyway, so let's just roll initiative.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Oh, actually, she got pretty low, actually. 9 plus... Oh, actually, 9.
Reroll that. All right, Yuna got a 15, but Orin, I guess, was not expecting that, so he, or maybe he went falling asleep, so he got a 5.
Orin, deep down, doesn't want that alchemy stuff to get destroyed.
Right.
All right, yeah, you could do that. I mean, it's not gonna be hard to hit it, so you can definitely whip out your sling and throw a stone into the stuff. Let's see. Go ahead and do damage. I'm not gonna make you roll to hit it.
D4, yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 plus 1.
Oh, all right, yeah, that's pretty good. So let's see. Let me assign it some hit points. Because I didn't think you were going to do that, so I wasn't ready for that, but now I am. Oh. You did 3? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you smash a decent chunk of it. Her eyes get really wide, and she reaches out towards you, and these black ropey bands start flying out of her fingers, and they start wrapping around. I think both you and Orin. I think she can cast on both of you. Let me just check that. But definitely around you, because she clearly doesn't know. Since Orin hasn't done anything in her presence, she doesn't know what he's
he has
capable
just
of.
been kind of hanging out.
She unfortunately does not know that Orin is a god, or was a god. Let's see. Oh, I guess it matters by the roll, so I have to do the check. I always forget that. Yeah, do the check. Let's see. Oh, God. Okay. That's 5 plus... Oh, man. Okay. She starts to reach out, and these bands start to come out. And then when you smash it, she gets distracted. She's like, and when she does, the bands fade as the spell fails. Ha! She failed her spell. Damn it. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's bad. All right, it's Orin's turn.
Yep. Well, Orin probably saw that she was trying to cast magic, so you know what he's going to do.
Yeah, you've never seen that spell before, but she was definitely casting a spell.
You know that he's going to try to, let's see. He's going to go with his magic missile for the first one.
All right.
Of course, that comes with the dying god thing.
Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Right.
Or maybe we hope it does happen.
Well, I'm just gonna, I've got it here. Got my spell. Oh, it would really help if I put these in alphabetical order.
What are you doing, magic whistle?
Yeah.
It's let's see.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, I get the PDF.
I thought I had it.
It's on page 144. But if you just want to roll it, I'll tell you what it is.
Normally, okay. 144. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a no.
Oh,
I'm
no?
gonna use my luck because he rolled a 7. So
Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. You got the 4 points of luck, right? Because you're
4
second
points of
level.
luck. Yeah.
All right. That'll get you only to
Actually,
11.
Orin is 3rd level now, so 5.
Oh, so you get, okay, so you'll have the 12 because you need 12, right, to throw even one missile.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to use going to use 5, all 5 of them, because he rolled a 7.
Okay. That'll give you 12. Cast throws a single missile, does 1 point of damage. You might have line of sight. Well, it does
Yeah,
hit.
he's gonna
Oh, ouch.
burn a couple more points of his own luck
Oh, that doesn't come
to
back
make
so
it.
easy.
I know,
All right.
but I want to make that a 14, so he'll burn. So his luck will now be 7, which is bad, but this is what's gonna happen. So.
Yeah.
So then at least we'll do 1d4 plus caster level.
That is true. 1d4 plus caster level. Go for it. Because she does not have a magic shield up, so she can't block it.
4 plus 3 is 7.
7. Oh, they
But of course, now I have to roll to see if he starts hallucinating.
Okay.
What's up?
No, I want to know if she hallucinates. She's not dead. She's close.
No, yeah,
dead.
I make all kinds of bad choices. Yeah, no, he rolled a 5, so yeah, he's gonna hallucinate again.
Oh, fantastic! All right, so
No.
you did 7 points damage, right? 5 points damage.
Correct.
7. So hit points for this. And...
He rolled a 5 on his wisdom check for the Memoirs of a Dying God thing.
Right, so you are a god again, or something to that effect. Go ahead and make a luck check to see if it goes good or bad for you.
Well, I have to get under a 7.
No,
so that 5 would be really nice right now. But no. 14.
All right, so let's do something random again, because that was always fun. But because you roll badly, I'm going to go like this. Roll a D4. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all good.
Rolled a 4.
Okay. Oh, nice. Oh my god, okay. Roll.
Oh no.
2, 3, 4, 5. I guess. Oh crap. Okay. Nope, this one just sounds good, so I'm going to go this one. I have no idea what it is. Whirling Doom. Go ahead and make a spell check with a plus 13.
Okay. 11 plus 13 is 24.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So the cleric creates a motionless barrier of whirling blades to bar passage and eviscerate those who come in contact with it. Enemies can attempt to fire missiles through the curtain, but all creatures on the opposite side of the barrier plus 4 bonus to their AC. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's just basically throwing up this. But now let's see. You got. What'd you roll? 20.
I rolled an 11 plus 13.
Oh, yeah. So 24.
So 20. Yeah.
All right. The curtain occupies a vertical wall 40-foot square. Passing through the blades, suffer 1d, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the question is what side of you it's on. And we failed the... So Oren is on the side of the wall towards the enemy because you failed your luck. So let's have Una roll. To see what side you're on. Yeah. Roll for luck to see what side you're on.
Oh, yeah, she rolled a 2 under 10. Yuna's lucky.
Okay, so you can be on whatever side you want. You can be on the side with the bad guy, which is where Orin is, or on the other side.
And it's a shield.
Yeah, you won't be able to pass through it without taking damage. You can shoot missiles through it, though, it says, but she'll get an increase in her armor class. Um,
Right, she's gonna be on the other side of it.
okay, fine, good enough. All right, so you leap back, and it's actually your turn. Una's turn. You jump back behind this blade barrier. Orin's on the other side, being all goddish.
And she's like, "Oh God!" Quite literally, "Oh God, not
Yeah,
again already." This usually doesn't happen this often, Orin.
it's twice in 2
Really,
days.
really need to make him an omelet.
Exactly.
She's gonna try to attack through the barrier. I know it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
With her sling, but she did roll an 18.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So she gets +4 to her AC. What's her AC normally? I don't think she has very good AC, so that's probably gonna hit her. Her AC is normally 9, so her AC is only 13. So yeah, that'll definitely hit her. Do some damage.
Okay. 2. So not much, but something.
Okay. Yeah, she's not dead, but she's definitely hurt. Oh crap. Okay. She looks upon Una, and she says to you, actually, make a luck check.
Another luck check. No.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh man. Okay, so roll a d3.
A 1.
Oh, okay, so bad. All right, so she says, well, the sun is in the sky. You'll wish the eagle's eye, but what you'll see is goblin night, till caveland beers restore your sight. And you have a -2 luck penalty, and you are extremely sensitive to sunlight now because you are cursed, much like a goblin. You get a -2 penalties to all rolls in daylight, and -1 in lesser light up to torchlight. Only in torchlight and dimmer do you have normal. Do you feel comfortable? Yeah. So yeah, you're basically cursed, and you are, of course, now because it's daylight and you're standing outside. You are -2 on your luck temporarily. It's a penalty basically, and you are -2 on all rolls. Whenever, as long as you're in light, and you have been cursed by the witch. Yeah. Do you get a saving throw for that? No, you don't. I don't think so. Nope, no save. She's a witch. Go ahead and Orin, be the god that you are. Roll a d4 again.
Alrighty. 4 again.
This is now my standard thing, even though this is not at all what you're supposed to be doing. Roll a d5. We're going to do a magic use as well this time.
5.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, interesting. Replication. What does that do?
No.
Well, I guess roll first. D20 plus 13.
Oh, not 20 or
20 total?
17. Sorry, 17.
17. Okay. Failure of a spell is not lost. Okay, so it doesn't successfully cast, unfortunately. Although it's pretty interesting. A successful cast in you can create, basically a copy of yourself. So that's interesting, but nothing happens. It fails. And we're back to Una, who is now, blinded by the light. As it would be. Yeah.
All right.
So the sun is bothering you.
We're not still in the tent.
Well, you step back. You have to jump back to get out of the barrier.
That's right. Step back to get out of the thing. That's right.
Yeah, it basically came up like right where the tent was because it's going to fit. So it's like right at the doorway, basically. It shredded the curtain.
I'm still gonna I'm still gonna try to hit her with a sling stone.
All right. Go for it.
No, I probably will miss. Yeah, because -2, or it would be a 4. So.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't. It is.
She's just like, my eyes.
She is going to try her spell on Orin now. Because she didn't lose it, she just failed. So she's going to make another spell check. Let me just do it first, see what happens. Oh, 15 plus 8. I think she has for this. So she is. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's a 15. I have to roll a d6 to see what die to roll. 3. So she rolls a d20. Okay, so that's a 15 plus 8 is 23. Let me just make sure that's plus 8. We would have thought I would round them up. Yeah, plus 8. Alright, so she's casting this paralysis spell on Orin, the dead god. And let's see if it kicks in. I believe it will. I'm sure you get a save on it, but it's a 23. Cleric designates one creature within 30 feet and paralyzes it with the word. If the creature is 2 hit die or less, it is automatically paralyzed. If 3 hit die or more, it will receive a will save to resist. Okay, so you get a will save, but it's a DC 23 will save.
Oh boy, I don't think I can make it.
Yeah. Yeah, not like, I mean, you can spend luck and stuff, but I don't know if you want to. I guess if you roll a 20, I mean, are you negative on your will?
No.
It's up to you.
No, he gets a +1. I'm just going to roll it, see what happens.
Yeah, and if you get 20, then it's 21.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, he's frozen. So he's like, ugh. Yeah, so he's a statue. Well, I mean, he's not petrified, he's just paralyzed. It lasts, I don't know this combat will go this long, but I will. It doesn't last forever. It lasts only for 9 rounds. We'll see. And then it will be his turn, but he can't do anything. And we're back to Yuna, who you can see now that Orin is frozen in place in this witch, where you can see you're like squinting at her because your eyes are all not doing good.
Right. How much damage would I take if I go through this thing?
If you want to run through it, you make a reflex save. And if you make it, I think none. Let me just check. It is a 5th level cleric spell. Let's see. Cleric creates. Those passing through the blade suffer 1d8 points of damage per CL. Oh god. So yeah, 13 d8.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I think you get half damage if you make a save.
Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah. All I can really do besides run, which I don't want to leave Orin frozen in there. Yep. All I can do is throw a stone at her, I suppose.
All right.
Because, yeah, I'm not going to leave Orin. So.
He's done so well for you, you can't leave him.
No. But not with that, nope.
Oh. Not a 1, right?
No, it was a nat 1.
Was it? Oh,
yep.
A fumble. Dun, da, da, da.
A fumble.
What's your fumble die?
It's
based on your armor.
1d.
You're wearing leather armor.
Oh, I forgot to write it down.
D8 for light.
Yeah, I'm wearing padded armor.
Yep, D8. Fumble die.
Okay,
so roll a D8. Oh no. And you have that -2 luck modifier, so it's going to be a D8 plus 2. Unless you have you don't have a modifier in your luck, right? Your luck is 9, so it's even.
Correct.
Yeah, so you'll roll a D8 plus 2 to see what happens.
Okay. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Oh no. You stumble and leave yourself wide open to attack. The next enemy that attacks you receives +2 bonus on its attack roll. Oh, that's not too bad.
Not the worst thing that could have happened.
But that is true, especially since she really can't actually attack you because she's also on the other side of the barrier. She is going to cast a spell. And I'm not going to look it up. That was definitely high enough, I'm sure. Let me just... Well, I guess I have to look up to see what happens. Oh, hold on. I have to do this too. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's 20. It's actually probably a good thing for you, in a sense. In a very loose sense. All of a sudden, everything goes absolutely, completely, and totally, boom, black. You can still hear the whirring blades, and you hear a laugh. I won't forget you, my pretty. No, she doesn't say that. Yeah, you are inside a darkness spell currently, which is good because now your eyes aren't burning anymore, but bad because you can't see anything.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
You actually hear... Well, oh, you know what she's going to do. Okay, no, good. She can't do it till her turn. You might come up with something before then.
Right, sure. So I'm in the darkness spell. I hear the blades. Can I take some steps back?
Yeah, I mean, you know where the blades were. I mean, you throw in sling stones. You can get away from it, sure. Yeah, it's actually a... oh, no, it's only 20 foot spear. So yeah, you step back a bit, 20 feet basically. I mean, she dropped it right on top of you, so you walk back like 10 feet. Maybe you stumble over one of those statues, and as you step out of it, you can actually see this like ball of darkness just sitting there. And of course,
I know my eyes hurt now.
But... Yeah, and your eyes hurt. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say you're probably moving slow, and she probably would have got a turn to do something. Make a luck check.
Okay.
I'm always nice like that.
Yeah, I made that one 8 under 10.
Yeah, you step out and you actually see her. She's running out the front. She's making a move for it. She must have had some kind of way to get out. She did. There was a way to get in the back if you had checked it. So yeah, she basically crawled out the back and she's running towards the front of the gate, and you actually can see her running because she's all beat up.
Oh, so she's gonna run past me?
Well, I mean, she's not super close to you, but yeah, she's within the courtyard. I mean, you could get to her basically if you want, because it's your turn again. Because she doesn't make it all the ways out. It's kind of like a courtyard, and she basically like you like walked out here, and you look around because your eyes are burning, and you see her like running around this way towards the exit, which is like over here. So she's like,
all right. Oh, I know I have -2, so it probably won't work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Just gonna try to sling at her again. My sling is out.
Man. All right.
Would Yuna do that?
I don't know.
No. Change my mind.
All right, you're gonna let her get away. All right, so you get your sling, and you're just like...
Yeah, because we're pretty beat up too. So I get out the sling, and I'm like, we'll be stronger someday.
So how long is Orin a god again?
He is a god for... I have the page for that. I actually wrote down all the page numbers, so actually... Number 30, and Mercurial Magic. Just scrolling to it here. It was 1d3 rounds, which we...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it would have been 3 rounds, yeah.
Yeah, so he comes back, but he doesn't actually become unfrozen for 9 rounds, so... and the spell, the blade spell? Oh god, I don't know how long that spell lasts. 1 round per cast level, so 13 rounds. So basically, yeah, I mean, time passes, basically. She gets away, she's running, clearly. Orin gets to senses and then eventually can move, and the blade barrier is still spinning for like another minute, maybe you guys are talking or whatever, and eventually it fades away, and she's long gone by now, of course. Uh, and yeah, some of the stuff is destroyed, of course, because you slung a stone back there, but only some of it. I gave it basically as a percentage to how much was destroyed. I gave it 9 hit points, and you destroyed 3 of it, so about a third of it is destroyed. But yeah, you're looking there at this tent, I'm calling it, a bunch of broken alchemical gear, and the dealer has been put on the run, anyways. Before we wrap, just because this will give you something to think about, Oren can try to identify how this stuff works, which is actually a DC 21 intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can make that, then I'll give you like all the. Depending on what you get, 21 will give you everything, but if you get lower, then I'll give you some stuff.
All right. He's gonna eat an egg too, man. He's hungry after all this.
You're gonna eat them. Okay. Yeah. You can do it.
19 plus 1 is a 20.
Oh, so much.
So
Okay,
close.
so this is what you know.
Okay.
These statues that you've been seeing, because you had heard rumors about this anyways, they said they had trapped the gods in statues. What this woman has done is she's figured out a process to basically drill into these statues and extract the essence, kind of like that bony stuff that you saved from the other statue, and distill it down into this smoke that can be inhaled. You can see the equipment there that she has that she did it with. You understand maybe enough to know like how to draw smoke to get the filling. Sounds gross. The marrow from the, but how the actual alchemical stuff, maybe some of it got broken by the sling stone, whatever we want to say. You wouldn't be able to operate it. And unfortunately, you destroyed her stash. So you could try to figure it out, but it would be risky. Like you don't just know how to do it. Like you could try to rebuild it if you were really interested in it. From her notes, what you can find is that essentially. If you read this in, you get. I mean, I was going to say mechanically, so you understand it. Like you basically get stat bonuses, and even to the point that they could be permanent. However, it is very addicting, and in a bad check, you could actually die. You could die even or go mad. So it's risky stuff to mess with.
Right.
Beyond that, I mean, she's a witch, so she doesn't have a spell. But she took her gold with her, because witches got to have some money. She didn't take any of that equipment though. If you were to eat one of the eggs, do you want to eat pink or blue?
Let's do pink.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the eggs are going to put Oren into a trance-like state. Just whatever. You're doing pink. Okay.
Yeah.
And when he goes into this trance-like state, he can see and commune with the universe in a way that he's never done before. And actually, with the pink one, you can actually select a spell to learn if you are able to learn a spell. You would know though, and I know he is. If you are not able to learn a spell, then you would have had to make a wisdom, or what do you call it? Wisdom. We can call it wisdom.
Intelligence.
That you have to make a saving throw. That the one that's for that.
Oh, willpower.
Willpower. Or it could be bad. And he knows about going into these weird places. So yeah, the pink one will actually let you pick. You can actually pick what spell that you want. It has to be a level obviously you know how to learn. And but he's going to be out for like 8 hours. So he eats this egg and then he's like, "Oh God, I need a nap."
Oh. Tastes like bubble gum, and he falls over.
Yeah, eventually those guys are going to wake up. I mean, they're probably scared of you, so I'm just going to say that they run if you let them go.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill them. I wasn't trying to kill them.
Yeah, so, yeah, all in all, you'll get a spell. You can choose that whenever you like.
Okay.
Normally, I'm just going to tell you so that you know, but you would know once you went back and researched the blue ones. If you take it, you get the same thing, except you have to roll randomly. It could be any level or any spell, but the pink ones you can actually choose, which makes them much more valuable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll save the other one. I'm glad I took a chance with that statue now. to get the pink ones.
I know. I was only giving
No
a small
risk.
chance that they'd be pink ones, and then actually, yeah, you rolled good. I lost my mouse. Oh, mouse went. This happens once in a while where I put the. Oh no! All right, there it is. Because I have two monitors, so like it went to the other monitor. I guess I'm like, oh, let's see mouse. Anyways, all that being said, that was fun. And we'll pick up next week where you can make your way back, or whatever you want to do now. You are the current residents of the area where the Godsmoke was made, but it seems like the production has been stopped.